All right, hello everyone. So we've got 5th of May today. Got gold, as you can see here. Swing day is a Monday. All right. So we'd like to buy. Okay, swing day. As you know, Friday was a swing day. So we've got Friday. That's Friday, okay? And we've got Monday. So we'd like to buy. Now here we've got to be a bit careful. It's a new month, okay? Trend is up, so we'd like to go up. Monthly bar gap filled last month, so it's all good. On the weekly, we've still got a bit of room to come down into here, okay? That's 64, 3,167. On the daily, got this 46. It is 3,216. Okay, and this zone is right on, as you can see. That 3,216 is a stop sweep level and a gap fill level. Okay, so as you can see, PST price levels are like pretty good. It gives us a nice level to get in. So best spot to get in is going to be obviously the weekly or the monthly, but we don't have a monthly, so we've got 3,166. This monthly is all the way down there, which is 3,117. Just bear with me. 117, and 3,117 is down here. Alright, so I'll put it in there because at the end of the day we might end up there this month, who knows. Alright, but as you can see, daily, weekly, monthly, so we've got 3 good levels, nice and clean. It's a swing day, and this is coming all the way down here, and this was the first zone to look out for. So Friday, Monday, wanting to go up is fine. Where should we get up into? We should come into that 3,300. Okay, and we could maybe follow that into the next swing day like this, going up, 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 up. And on the weekly, then if that will be the case, we can sell off. Now there's the other option. Today we're going to have some disruptive moves. It's going to happen in London lunchtime. It's going to happen lunchtime, my lunchtime, which is that 1:20 to 1:30. Okay, we have to be careful for that. So with 11:45 to 12 o'clock, we should have a level where the market should move, and it should be like moving, and it can disrupt that move. That move can be disruptive until 1:30, so it could be pushy, all right? Okay, and it could bring us to then New York. Now, if that pushy move happens as we get closer to 1:30, right, as we move into 1 o'clock, 1:30, the move can be pushy, which is fine. That will take us all the way to New York, right? Market is not going to change all the way to New York, so that's already given us a good stretch, and then it should probably continue into 7:30. If the market does change at 7:30, okay, if it does change at 7:30, or if it's a level to get in at 7:30, it should move until closing. All right, so today may be a nice day. See what I mean? So if we come back down into if we come into 11:45.12, so this 11:45.12 is a nice spot, and then the market's going to be disruptive until the end of 1:30. Okay, so from that 11:45 to 1:30 we have to be careful. If the market comes down and then we go up, that'd be awesome, because then we can break out. Or if it comes down and we're mucking around here, it could push down, break down, then you know where we can go down to. Okay, now Monday being a swing day, we're obviously here because we're at a low, we'd like to go up. Okay, but coming down to go up is on the cards, and those are the price levels I've noted. All right, so be mindful there. And like I said, those hours are going to be a bit tricky, so from 1 to 1:30, and as we get closer to 1, it's going to be like pushy, and then by 1:35.40 that should be over, and then the market should continue in the direction that it did do until like New York opening. Okay, and then we've got, like I said, that 725. Okay, 725 also. That 725, if it's a good place, then it should keep pushing into 1040. I did say closing there. Okay, yeah, 1040 to closing, we should be fine. All right, and if you're going to trade in Asia tomorrow, check out the hours in Asia for tomorrow. Okay, all right, let's take a look at euro dollar. With the euro dollar, now we've got a bit of a drama here. Market's down. Friday was a swing day. Monday is a swing day. We are still on the weekly, on the tops, right? There. So a bit of a pullback would be nice. Okay, would be nice. Okay, into there. And that's 62, 63, 1205 to 1177, and that's a good spot. Now on the monthly, that 58 is giving me a price of 12. So 1205, 12, 1177. Okay. On the other hand, we had a Friday swing day. Monday, can we go up? Yeah, we can. All right, so this can be nice and easy as well, going up. Now, why did I put two arrows here? Because the market's at the tops and we've got a nice retracement and we don't mind going upwards. We could make a high this Monday and then the market can reverse from the tops to go down, because we're like at the tops here. Okay, this is like close the gaps, sell level, and so on. All right, so we're going to be a little careful, and because we're in the sell zone, and that's a stop sweep, as you can see. And if I do this, you'll see it filled in the gap, right? That was the bar there. You see the bar? Let me do this. There. Okay, and the gap was filled, and that's the bar causing the break, and it's done that nice and easy. So two options here. We're either going to go back up here, we could do that and then maybe sell off, okay, or we could do a heads up Monday, and then sell down. But I don't mind buying the lows. I think it's okay. Just a little drama here is the gap, right, which is that 1244. If we come back here, you'll see 1244, and that's coming from here. You see 62, 63, 62, 60, 12. Wait a minute, it's coming from the daily. My apologies. Here 54, 1272 and 52 is the red line, is a good buy kiss on this one. It's 1244. I like 1244. It comes down, stop sweeps lower Friday. Okay, 1244. It comes down. Okay, no, 1272 I like. Okay, why? 1272 is the stop sweep. Okay, this one. For the euro dollar, that's this one. I got it confused with gold, because gold is the stop sweep here. So if we find ourselves down, stop sweeping, we know Friday was a swing day. Okay, Monday, if it's a swing day as well, from the lows, I don't mind going up. If we come down first, it's good to go back up. Okay, if it starts to go up first, and if you find yourself in a dilemma because you're late, don't chase it. Okay, don't chase the trade. Let it just be somewhere reasonable. And if you want to do that 11:45, then you're gonna have to wait, because that's not a bad hour. Okay, 11:45 to 12, that's not a bad hour. That could be the catalyst. Okay, and we can take it from there. Yeah, and then 135 too. Alright, so this zone is going to be nice. If we're here somewhere, it might do a sudden push down as well, and which is fine. Okay, because at the end of the day, we want to buy back in the box here. And remember, I told you before, I'm expecting this to break down at the end of the day. Okay, the market should break down, but it's a swing day, Friday, Monday, so I want to go up. SB 500 Tuesday we've got. Okay, so we don't have anything. We'll have to wait for Tuesday, but this is a sell zone. If we end up somewhere here, we could also end up on, that's the gap, remember, there's a gap there, so that could be there. So we could end up, if you want to go up into here, you can. Alright, let's take a look at the monthly. Okay, so that's, wow, it's a nice pin bar, isn't it? Very nice. So what's that? HCL1 5743 on the monthly. Let's just refresh this. 5743 is there. All right, 5743 5, and that's there. It's good. Okay, that's very nice because it's on the monthly, and that's a gap closure as well. So if we head up back here, you want to be selling off. Okay, all right. Okay, so like maybe going back up into here, but as you know, I don't like buying tops too much. Having said that, this is a bit of a zone we could get into to close gap. Let's take a look at the weekly now. Weekly, all right, so that's the bar causing the fall. So we fell, came back to the cause, okay, and selling off again is okay, slightly at the high end of stuff. So we can still go up to do a stop sweep on that bar, which is 5835. Alright, so those levels will be of interest to us. Okay, Still a bit of a gap here from New York on Friday. Okay, so if we go up first into Tuesday, that's better for us for a sell. Okay, if the market does come back down or stay here on the LCL1, which is 5648, okay, 5648 is right there. Where's the gap fill? There. That's the breakout. Let me just get rid of that. Let's do something a bit more. 52, 5517, 43, 5460. If we go up first, we'll sell into 5460. Okay. And on the monthly, let's see how we closed. Open was 5597, close was 5594. So the bar closed low. So we're still bearish. Okay, we're still bearish. We'll see how it goes. But this, if you were playing your cards right, you should have been all good when we got down here. So a little bit more room up. Okay, if we go up first, we'll be sellers on Thursday, on the next swing day. Alright, check your swing days, and that's how it is. So keep a tab on that. We'll see how things go. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. So if it goes up first, it's better for us to sell on the next swing day. Dow Jones, same here. We've got a bit more room to go. Now this looks a bit better, doesn't it? We're still at the tops, so that's nicely broken over. So we are now going to get rid of that. And now the goodbye kiss is here. That's the manipulation bar. That's the stop sweep zone, if it does that. Okay, this is a sell zone. It's nice and easy on the 37.5. Okay, so coming into this bar is okay. Dow Jones is a swing day, Monday or Tuesday. So if we end up here, okay, in that zone, Monday, Tuesday, we're sellers. On the weekly, 50 and 53, if you're trading at market in. 41,778, 42,585. Okay, so 41,778. So we're going to be somewhere around there. Okay. Now, as you can see, we've got here push up, breakout, pull back, goodbye kiss, Friday going up into there. And on the daily, if the market comes back down, you got two levels to buy if you want to push up into here. That is going to be 50 and 47, 40,180, 40,629, 40,180, $40,180, is there. $46.29, 40,000, 629, which I like. Okay, so we could come down here, do a bit of a stop sweep, and go back up. There's a gap here. You need to be careful about the gap. Okay, what fills the gap? This one does, and that's the red one. If it doesn't come back down and keeps pushing up, then you know what we need to do on the next swing day. Alright, we need to sell the tops, and that's how it is. If you're not keen on buying tops like me, you can wait. Okay, it doesn't mean you got to put a trade in today. You can just sit tight and wait, and that's basically it. But if you want to do that, then buying has to be at the lower end of stuff. Here as well, the weekly, there's still a bit of a gap there. Alright, so like looking for those is, it's you're gonna have to look after those things. Okay, and that's basically it. Let's just do this so we have a fresh template for the week. Okay. All right, that's that. So on swing days, we want to be selling the highs, and those are the levels I talked about, so note them down. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ's got Monday swing day. Let's check it out. Now, what's the low of that? 20,407. $24.07. So if we head up into there, 53, 25.32, 24.07. On the weekly, that's the first target was, and the only target 53. Yeah, 25.32. So 25.32. Okay, so those are levels there. Okay, if we get into there, then you know what's cooking. Okay, that might help us out tomorrow as well. Okay, so tomorrow we've got a surprise day as well tomorrow. Okay, so that could pretty much give us a good swing day as well. Today, tomorrow. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, and that's basically it. You might say, well, if that's the case, shall we had 715, right? Here, 715 was a good level, 715, and 745. You might be wondering, should we buy then to push up? Well, essentially you can. Okay, essentially you can. If the market hangs around here to 11.45, okay, this is a good adjustment level. If the market goes somewhere, comes back in somewhere, comes down somewhere in New York, because New York is going to be a little, dodgy, like I said, and you're going to be careful till 405. Okay, so if the market, let's say, was mucking around, then did a quick dip down, closed gap, and started pushing up, you could still push up, okay, because that's not a bad level either. All right, it's a place at 7:15 is not a bad hour at all. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin, we had Sunday, didn't we? From last week, I think we had Sunday, Monday. All right, so Sunday. Now this zone is a sell zone. Okay, so the market pushed up on there on this day. So this zone is going to be a sell day. Sunday market selling, and on Bitcoin as well. Got a Monday today. All right. So if we push down a little bit more, I wouldn't mind. Let's take a look at the monthly. We're in there on the monthly. On the weekly, yes, like this is a sell zone here. Okay, we should bring us back down. Actually we should come back down here. So this is a sell zone. You see the zone on the weekly. So selling is okay. If the market goes back up and you want to sell, I don't mind you doing it. And if the market does sell, you know, keep selling and selling and selling and selling, it could be it. It could sell on that bar, which is 95,716. There's heavy selling here. The momentum is big. Okay, so it could still continue. All right, so you can see that's 3 bars of selling down. Okay, and we'll see. You can target 52.47, 92.946, 92, 946. Well, it's pretty close. The other one's a little lower. 52.47, 91.800, 91.400, 91.800, 91.400. All right, and that's how it is. So I can get rid of that. So if you want to sell the highs, what are the prices that we can? 67, 95,657. On the weekly, this zone is 58.59, 96,200. This zone as well. So if we come up here and the market's, you know, turns around, I don't mind doing it. You could also do it on Tuesday. Okay, so Tuesday is also a day to look out for, but I don't have Tuesday on Bitcoin, so today it's doable. Okay, and that's that. And yeah, that's basically it. Okay, now could Monday be a swing low? It could be a swing low. Okay, since we're down here already, and this is where the market bought. Okay, but overall, with the gap still here hanging out, it's a question mark. Okay, so we should originally come back here if we're going to do some serious buying. Like before, I said we need to come here to do some serious buying. Okay, that was the zone, and that still is. You know, serious buying can happen here and here. Okay, if it comes into that zone, it's serious buy zone. Okay, if the market comes into this zone, this is also serious buying zone. all right, which we should keep in mind. So yeah, that's basically it. So selling from there, again, I think is a better option if you're going to day trade Bitcoin. Hope it helps. Any dramas, questions, always feel free to reach out. I've also put a bunch of articles on the blog page of the website. Feel free to read them through. It's always good to sharpen up our trading skills. Have a good week already.